Hey friends, I hope everyone's having a great day out there. I have a small haul from Harper James. It's been a minute. Yeah, I don't think I've ordered anything from Harper James all of this year, all of 2025. And here we are in September. So 9 months in, I don't remember which pre-order this was. I never do. But usually her turnaround time is pretty quick. Does it say on here? August 3rd. Okay, August 3rd. And I just received this maybe a week ago. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get the things, so maybe a week ago, but definitely in September. It was definitely after Labor Day. So, yeah, if you're interested in seeing what I picked up from Harper James, stay tuned. Okay, guys, like I said, this arises out of the August 3rd pre-order, and for some reason it has my daughter's name on it. I have no idea why that is. My address, my daughter's name. I don't know. I must have did something screwy at checkout. Wouldn't surprise me. It's a very small order, so this should be a pretty sweet and quick video. I kept it small. I don't have a ton of Harper James in my stash anymore. I'm really working on getting through what I have. I found that some scents have lightened up a bit after a year, but then other scents are doing fantabulous. I will say I love her salty blends, which are her pretzel blends. Her pretzel is my number one, like my favorite pretzel oil out of any vendor. And those blends hold up very well. So I have no qualms about picking those up. And I love bakery, so I'm not going to stop getting bakery. She has some wonderful blends. She being Mary Griffin, that's the owner of Harper James. And I believe Harper James is based in Illinois. It's interesting. We have a variety of vendors like in the same states. Like we have Sassy Girl Aroma and Rose Girls and Macaron Wax Melts are all in Wisconsin. We have Knowles Farm Scents and Harper James in Illinois. So that is cool. And I think there's two in Ohio too that I buy from. Britta's Creepy Treasures and now Dessa's. So I don't know. Maybe some states are more popular than others. Let's see. I picked up, I think, mainly all brownie bags. All brownie bags. So I kept it small. This was her fall pre-order, so you know, fall grabs me. I was really hoping that she offered her salty apple because I love it, but she did not. So I have some left over from a prior pre-order. So I'll get into it. Again, I don't think I ordered this year, but maybe I did. I'll have to see what the dates are on that when I go to warm it. And salty pumpkin, that wasn't offered either. So kind of made me sad. I don't think there were any salty blends on this order. But I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It tells me right there I have 7. So why did I have to add it up? 7 brownie bags. And I think, is everything here new to me? 2 of these are repeats. One I have in my stash and I haven't warmed it yet, but I plan to in October because it's kind of a Halloween scent. And one I have sitting waiting to be melted in my fall melting basket, which was from a customs order I did with Mary. She brought it back, so that's kind of exciting. All right, let's talk about what I got. So for such a small order, I was really surprised to have 2 samples, but very thankful, very grateful. The first one is pumpkin eggnog. I cannot remember if I've had this blend before. It sounds like something I would have picked up, but I seriously do not recall. I love her little plastic containers. Oh, this is strong. Harper James does great in my home as far as performance, but I know some people have struggled with this vendor, so your mileage may vary. If you haven't ordered from her before, I would advise just get a small order. You'll see what my brownie bags look like in just a moment. They're pretty small, and they're reasonably priced. I think they're like $6.25 or something like that. And, you know, like with any vendor, just go small at first. I give this advice because now I know from personal experience, don't go hard on a new vendor that you haven't tried in your house. Because I did that. I did that with that smell good shop and I regretted it. So it happens. Sometimes a vendor is super uber popular with the masses and your experience in your home is different. It happens. Just kind of like Harper James. I feel like a lot of people say they struggle, but her wax does fine in my house. So it smells nice and strong. It's like pumpkin puree, and it's super creamy from the eggnog. Not boozy. I don't get like a lot of spices in this either. Yeah, a little bit of something something as far as the spice, but very, very low on the meter, the spice meter. So that's quite nice. I'm glad I get a chance to try that. And this one I have had before. This is fall cookies. And this one, I don't remember the scent notes verbatim, but I'm pretty sure this is her dupe of Bath & Body Works Fall Farmhouse mixed with sugar cookie. And I definitely get sugar cookie in this. She has a really nice sugar cookie. This sugar cookie is strong here. Yeah, you get like the rustic vibe from the Fall Farmhouse, and then you get the hefty bakery vibe from that sugar cookie. So creamy, delicious, bakery, gourmand, rustic goodness. So really enjoyed that one. I think I rated that a 4-star in my app. I use an app to track my scents, and I rate my scents when I melt them between 1 and 5-star. 5-star being, I freaking love this. I need it again, and will get it again. 4 being, oh yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed this and would totally purchase this again. But I may not necessarily need it right now, but I would totally get it again. 3 being average. I enjoyed it. It was a nice scent. Probably don't need it again, but maybe I would revisit it. 2 being, I really didn't care for this. And 1, which I very seldom rate something a 1. I really have to hate something to give it a 1-star, but that's my rating system if you care. All right, let's see. Like I said, 7 bags here, and I think they're all... Actually, I think I have 1 repeat. I think I did get 1 scent in 2 bags. Her formats of wax are usually brownie bags. I have seen her do shapes before. She didn't do them last year because she was on maternity leave. So she did some of her pre-orders way earlier than normal, and she didn't have the time to do those. So it was interesting. I don't think she did them this year either, though. I don't know if she'll get around to... Well, no, probably not in Christmas because, yeah, her Christmas order is going right now. So I don't think we're going to see shapes from her again. Maybe she had shapes earlier in the year, and I just missed it because I haven't paid a close eye as to what's going on in her Facebook group. I do visit from time to time, and when I melt something, I really enjoy it. I try to go over there and share it so people know, and maybe they want to try it out. And I like to remember myself. But yeah, I don't know that there's been shapes this year, but I've seen her do it in the past. I've had shapes from her. I've seen her also do souffles, but that has been a very long time. So usually it's these brownie bags. She does snap bars, what kind of look like, if you purchase from Sassy Girl Roma, they look like her brittles, or like Traverse City Wax, brittles, breakaway bars, whatever they're called. Each vendor calls them something different. Rainbow Melts has them. What do you call it? Glitterati has them. I call them brittles, but you know, every vendor calls them something different. But she sells those as well, and she calls her snap bars. And I think those are $9.25. I don't have them on this invoice, but I want to double check what the brownie bags are. The brownie bags are $6.25. So I think the snap bars may be $9.75. If that's wrong, I will post a correction. And she does loaves. And her loaves were like $19.25, I think. But she did a sale with this pre-order because her kid's birthday was the first day of the pre-order. So she did a 20% off. So I got my loaves for like 15 bucks. I wish there was more salty blends, because if that salty apple was on there, oh my gosh. But she did offer salty cakes, which is like Christmas tree cakes mixed with pretzel, and it's delicious. It's delicious. It's been a long time since I had it, and I think the last time I had it, I also had that in a loaf, so I already know it's loaf worthy. But that was the only salty one on the order. She did offer a couple that I really enjoyed in the past, and I did get some repeats for sure. The brownie bags. I will show you the first one here. She usually does these in like 2-tone colors. Super pretty. Love the aesthetic. They literally look like little brownie bites, little cake bites, what have you. 6-pack. So you can see the back there. And she usually catty corners them like that. So they kind of look like a little bit of a tic-tac-toe board. And then she drizzles them with a little bit of what looks like a little bit of icing, and they're just adorable, and I love them. It doesn't, oh, it does say how many ounces. 4.2 ounces. So 4.2 ounces, $6.25. These are kind of like oversized compared to what a clam cube would be. So a lot of times I'll cut these in half, unless my dish is quite large. Then I'll just throw the whole cube in. A lot of people just throw the whole cube in, but I get good performance if I cut them in half. So why not spread the love, right? So the first scent here is Blueberry Pumpkin Cobbler. There it is again. And this has notes of blueberry cobbler, pumpkin pecan waffles, and sugar cookie. I'm kind of expecting this to be pumpkin pecan waffles heavy. I've tried blueberry cobbler and a number of vendors' wax, and I feel like a lot of times that note is a bit lighter than other blueberry oils. Blueberry muffin tends to be pretty strong, and I really like blueberry muffin, so I tend to go with that. But I wanted to try this because I really love blueberry and pumpkin mixed together. So I went for it. I have a feeling this might be a new blend. I don't remember seeing it from her before. Now, the interesting thing is, this just made me a total liar because that blueberry cobbler is quite strong in here. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very sweet, kind of like a blueberry compote. Just like so much of that ooey gooey, juicy, baked in blueberry right on top and intermingled in that cobbler. I don't get a ton of the cobbler note. I usually don't in these blueberry blends, even with the blueberry muffin. You get more blueberry than you do anything, but I'm not mad about it. I love blueberry. I get the sugar cookie and I get the pumpkin pecan waffles. Mary really did her thing with this because she really allowed that blueberry to shine. Blueberry is kind of the star here, so I am really shocked because pumpkin pecan waffles is a really strong oil. But yeah, you get it all. You get it all. I think that one's going to be a banger. Blueberry pumpkin cobbler. Smells amazing. Decadent batter. Now this one is also two-tone, but it's a little bit harder to see because it's kind of like a beige and a yellow, like a off-white, honestly. Like a yellowish beige and off-white color in there. So it's a little harder to see. She kind of gave you like that cake vibe, so it looks like cake. So this is Christmas tree cakes, which I do really like that blend from Mary, and cupcakes at Tiffany's and vanilla pastry filling. So I'm thinking this is just going to be like vanilla heaven, basically. Yeah, that really does smell like cake batter. Not hefty on the cupcakes at Tiffany's. It's there, but you really get the vanilla heaviness here. The Christmas tree cakes, like those little Debbie cakes, and the vanilla pastry filling. And her Christmas tree cakes does not lean cherry. Not to my nose. I get vanilla, as I mentioned earlier, vanilla heaven, honestly. I think this one could benefit from some cure time because it is vanilla heavy, but I'm having no problem smelling it. I think this one will wait a couple of months. I'll probably get into this, like, say, January. That's a good one. Decadent batter. Okay, this one is one of the repeats. Like I said, I have this one in my stash, but I haven't warmed it yet. Plan to soon. So this is Ghostly Good. Look at those colors. Love her labels, too. Super cute. So we have strawberry pound cake, pumpkin, salted pretzel, caramel, maple, and sugar cookie. I guess we could kind of say this is a salty blend because these are the notes she usually has in her salty blends. The pretzel, the caramel, the maple, the sugar cookie, they tend to be the notes in her blends that she calls salty. So technically this is one. So it's like a salty blend with strawberry pound cake and pumpkin. So we kind of have our salty pumpkin at strawberry pound cake. Oh, it smells so good. Every time I smell her pretzel, it's just on another level. And it performs. It's just a beast in my open space. This is creamy and decadent and salty and mouth-watering. It's just all the above. It honestly is. I love her salty blends. If you ever had them, you know what I'm talking about. Her strawberry pound cake is quite good too. I know I've said that before. It's quite lovely. And her wax, by the way, guys, let me take one of these out of here. I'm trying to make too much of a mess. But her wax is quite soft, so your bag will get smudgy. The consistency is very soft. I don't know that I would quite say that it's as soft as Second and Spruce if you've had that, but it's close. Yeah, you don't need to microwave this. If you do, you're going to end up with soup. You just take your wax cutter. Honestly, you could break it with your hands, or spoon it. But I just take my wax cutter and I slice it. And honestly, it just gets all over my wax cutter because it's soft. But, you know, you do what you need to do. But what I'm trying to tell you is you don't need a microwave. That's Ghostly Good. So this is my other repeat, and this was the one I had in customs. This is apples to pumpkins. I love the label on there. Colors. So apples to pumpkins is pumpkin roll, apple pie, and sugar cookie. And I can't remember what I originally came up with. I think I definitely had apple pie and sugar cookie. I think I had a different pumpkin. And Mary recommended pumpkin roll, which I didn't even know she had that oil. And I don't know, is like that like kind of like the Scentsy type? I'm guessing it's just kind of a generic pumpkin roll scent. So maybe like a cream cheese note, which I've had her cream cheese, or I'm thinking cheesecake, but I've had both. Her cheesecake is actually quite good too. It's not sour. It's very good in blends. Yeah, this is good. So I get the baked apple pie. You get a little bit of that flaky crust. You get that baked apple. It's a very mellowed out, a little bit cinnamon covered baked apple. Like, this is not your Mac apple. This is not your fresh, crunchy apple. No, this is not juicy. This is your baked apple. And then you get the bakery goodness coming from both the sugar cookie and the pumpkin roll. And you do get a little bit of creaminess. So I don't know what's in that pumpkin roll oil per se, but I have a feeling it has a little bit of like a cream cheese frosting or something like that. I really like the cinnamon that's in this. I really do. And I wonder if there could be some cinnamon in the pumpkin roll as well. But it's perfect. Like, it's done so perfect. I love this. I love this. So happy to have more of that. Apples to pumpkins. I may not hold this until next year, even though I have a snap bar for my customs. I may just go ahead and do that in November and do my snap bar in October, but we'll see. Sinful Nog. There's that. I realize you can kind of see the colors on the front, but Sinful Nog is pumpkin crunch cake, pumpkin donuts, and oatmeal cookies. Oh, and eggnog. So I'm trying to think if I've had, yes, I have had Mary's oatmeal cookies. I think I had it in a gingerbread blend, and it was delicious. I don't love oatmeal cookies from everyone. Pumpkin crunch cake, oh my gosh, so good. It's just like a pumpkin cake. It's so delicious. And then pumpkin donuts, like, who doesn't like pumpkin donuts? You know your girl Terry, she likes her pumpkin donuts. Oh yeah, I get the pumpkin donuts first and foremost. There's a little bit of cinnamon on those pumpkin donuts for sure. And probably in the oatmeal cookies for sure. Oatmeal cookies has a little bit of spiciness. So if you're super sensitive to spicy, this may not be your blend. But I don't think this is overly spicy. I don't smell this and think, oh my gosh, this is too much. But then again, I like spicy. Then again, I don't like overly spicy. So you know what I'm saying? This is beautiful. You get pumpkin, especially the pumpkin donuts. I smell the pumpkin donuts more than I smell the pumpkin crunch cake. I get the oatmeal cookies for sure. It has a little bit of spiciness to it, as I was saying. And then you get the creaminess of the eggnog. Again, not boozy, but I do think there's like a little bit of a nutmeg vibe there. Yeah, that's pretty delicious. Not an overly strong blend, but I smell it with no problem. So I think this one would also benefit from a little bit of cure time. But then again, maybe not too much cure time, because sometimes when you bring home a spicy blend and it cures for a while. Okay, I was hearing this like tapping, and I was like, what is it? Bubby is over here on the floor, sleeping. He's on the hardwood, and his paw is shaking, so it sounds like he's tapping on the floor. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, if you cure this a while, sometimes spicy blends get even spicier. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. Okay, last blend here. I have two, because I just thought I was gonna love this. This is Pumpkin Cravings. There's that. Colors are closer together again. This is October, which I don't remember. Oh, she has it on here. I was gonna say I don't remember, but I know it's a lot of pumpkin blends. So it's pumpkin crunch cookie, pumpkin pie, pumpkin souffle, and pumpkin cheesecake. That makes up her October, and it's delicious. I've had it. It's delicious. And then her Stay Salty. So we have another salty blend. Okay, that's why I picked this up. Then her Stay Salty, which is salted pretzel, caramel, maple, and sugar cookie. So there's those notes again. Yeah, this is really good. Oh my gosh, this brings a whole new creaminess to that salty blend. Because October is a very creamy pumpkin blend to my nose, and I love it. There is something about pumpkin souffle. And again, here's our cheesecake, and it's really, really delicious. Not sour. Oh, the pretzel. The pretzel is so fine. Yeah, it's like pretzel and creaminess, and then you have all that creamy pumpkin going on. But you have the creaminess from the cheesecake as well, the creaminess from the sugar cookie. This is gourmand lover's dream right here. A pumpkin lover's dream and a pretzel lover's dream. That's amazing. I knew I needed two, and so I got two. So there's pumpkin cravings. That will bring up the rear. Last of my scents, last of my order. If you participated in this pre-order, let me know in the comments below. What did you pick up? If you have any of these scents, let me know what you think of them. I always like to hear what your opinions are. And if you picked up anything different, let me know. And yeah, that'll do it for my little small haul from Harper James. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day. I am so thankful to have you here in my little corner of the home fragrance world. And if you haven't subscribed already, it'd be great if you would. It helps my channel grow, and I love having you here. And I'll see you next one, guys. Have a great one.